I'm Katie Wurst here with Phaedra Knight. And Phaedra, quite a nail biter we just had, and we'll have one more round of Mexico as well.
Yeah, it was. But Mexico, although they didn't have the speed advantage in that match, they just played smart. In the second half, I saw a greater attempt by them to really support their runners. They got there in those rucks, and they really competed solidly, and they exposed that Trinidad and Tobago defense.
Yes, there's just so many matchups. They're just exceptional, exciting, electric rugby as we get set for this restart. Mexico doing the honors of the first kick. Setting up Emilio Sanchez. It's a high ball to the corner. Curacao lets this one bounce. Bit of a mental error there, goes to touch.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on them in that restart. These lineouts have been a bit 50-50 today. And in such a crucial area of the field. Definitely don't want that ball to go into touch after a kickoff.
Yeah, certainly looked like Curacao gifted Mexico quite a bit of territory there, down in the danger zone. Curacao will get set for the line out. And Mexico A, Serpientes. Bouncing ball, hotly contested in that first line out. Possession to Mexico. Mexico moving cross field through the hands. Kevin Torres all the way to the outside. Exceptional work, Christian Alexis Campos. They stake their claim early on, Mexico.
Yeah, and that was just textbook good rugby. They knew on that line out, Katie, that they had to get up there and contest in the air. They did so, put the pressure on, stole the ball, and just literally let the ball do the work, moving it across the field. I think it's all about working smarter and not harder in that scenario.
Truly great effort there too on the restart, just booming the ball downfield, making it difficult. We do have quite a bit of sunshine here. You can get it lost in the clouds, not a bunch of cloud cover, as the conversion will just sail wide. And Mexico coming out, firing on all cylinders. And beautiful movement cross field as well too. Gave Curacao no opportunity to really recycle. This one's a bit higher on the restart and short. Contested Mexico again. Pulls away Carlos Augusto Garcia. He wrestles the ball to ground, finally brought down. Mexico will move the ball through the hands. Aguirre all the way out to midfield to Cole. It's a big contact coming from Curacao. Straight away, getting to the feet, trying to contest. Mexico will move crossfield one more time. Has two to the outside, 2 versus 1. Chooses to take it himself is Andres Carmona. A quick little side step from Garcia. Curacao wrestles to the ground again. Several phases of play for Mexico. Serpientes looking for an opportunity, a little kick ahead. Goes to the boot, Sanchez. Bouncing ball, and they're off to the races as Curacao picks it up. We'll bring it back for the penalty here.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was an offsides.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Curacao. And Mexico get a second chance, but that's just good heads-up play, right? They got the little chip kick over. Get a second replay at it.
Cole with ball in hand, very shifty runner. Torres looking to find the outside, has support. Will take it all the way, ran so fast he ran out of his shoe there. And Mexico will continue to do more damage.
Yeah, who needs shoes when you got feet like that, right? That was such a power run. Determination pure. But Torres had hands on him, and he just shrugged them off. Speaks to the importance of getting low on tackles and really sort of, getting your feet under you and driving through. That just didn't happen.
And that conversion was good. Score now 12-0 for Mexico. Pulling ahead more and more, having the bulk of possession. Curacao really has to shape up with these restarts, making sure to grab it out of the air before it hits the ground. High ball again. Again, bounces out. Mexico looking to contest. Fortunately for Curacao, the knock forward.
Yeah, but according to the referee, it was knocked forward by Curacao. that's just, again, like those restarts are some of the most critical, or the most critical points in the match, right? And Mexico doing a great job of placing those kicks strategically and just sending missiles down the field to contest in the air.
I mean, you can just feel the pressure from the sideline here. There's just so much, the green jerseys right up in your face, and Curacao having a difficult time to handle it. Picked well, taken forward by Cole. Cole, a little bit of shifty work, and he'll take it himself. Centers the ball again, Mexico attacks on 5 more points.
And why not? When someone presents to you a gaping hole that luring, take it.
Yeah, it's just that love, that little bit of confidence as well. Right around the set piece, they've been working to the benefit of Mexico so far.
Take a look in here. He just swerves up the field. It was really open. Nothing in front of him. Huge opportunity taken by Mexico.
Christopher Antonio Cole, the captain, truly putting the team on his back. That bit of athleticism to catch ball in air, exceptional work. And Cole will move it cross field to Sanchez. Sanchez has targets towards the outside to Torres. And exceptional work. Mexico quickly moving the ball. That quickness of that distribution, playing unselfish rugby here. Serpientes certainly in the driver's seat.
You would think that Mexico is down. They're playing with such urgency. You think they are down with only 10 seconds to go in the match. But they're playing with urgency. They're playing as if, as if they are down and losing and close in this match. And I love that. That's how you have to play. You play beyond your competition sometimes.
Yes, look at that work rate here as well, and speed. It really is a nice thing to have in your pocket, so they can pull it out whenever needed. Mexico's been doing an exceptional job of really just using their corners. Again, this time a different tactic on the restart. Grub kick, really taking advantage of the fact that this is a very fast pitch, and they're finding favorable bounces. It's been working for them, and a nightmare for Curacao so far.
Yeah, Curacao really needs to find it within themselves. Although this, is obviously a very one-sided match so far, doesn't mean it's over. So they need to find some activity and start talking. They sound very quiet as it is.
Not straight on the line out. Unfortunate, unforced error there. Mexico is going to be dangerous in the set piece as they'll look at their options. Mexico decisive lead, 22-0, as we'll get set for another scrum. And Phaedra, they certainly love this platform. Last time we saw some great work by Christopher Antonio Cole, just took it all the way himself. A nice shifty run. He saw that there was space, and gotta love that confidence. We'll see if he goes with this tactic again. Delayed a bit on the put in there.
He's got a nice short side over here that he could exploit. They've been doing, obviously, most of their runs strong side, so it would be a good opportunity and time to test the waters over here.
Moving cross field through the hands again. Nice loop around. Beautiful bit of technical work in the back line. Somehow salvaged and scooped up. That's great work by Sanchez to reserve possession. Now fighting forward, Carlo Augusto Garcia. In midfield now, looking for a bit of a seam. Excellent line of running. Strikes through. And phenomenal work. Kevin Torres again. Could not ask more for the timing of that exact burst onto the ball, making it so difficult for Curacao to react defensively.
Yeah, and Torres with the hat trick converts his own try.
And some dominant work here as we take a look at just some of the highlights for this first half. It's been all Mexico.
Yeah, you see him sending it out, good teamwork, but the key here is, in this try, is obviously the timing. He has exceptional timing on catching those passes at full tilt, and it makes it very difficult to do anything with him. He's done it on all 3 tries that he's scored.
Yes, I mean, phenomenal stuff from Captain Christopher Cole as well as Emilio Sanchez and Torres. They've combined for many of opportunities. As we see Mexico, there's a great sight of just that connectivity, the communication between the coaching staff as well as all of the athletes here, just true great examples of athleticism. Curacao, they've had some moments, just need to sort of convert those opportunities to more possession.
Yeah, agreed. I think this age grade team, particularly for Mexico, offers a ton of promise for the senior national team that we'll see obviously on display tomorrow and Sunday. But from the looks of it, they have great depth and people to pull from and develop the Mexico program. So on both the men's and women's side.
And all of this was made possible by Invex, the official sponsor and banker for Serpientes and the FMRU. Such a beautiful day of rugby. The weather couldn't ask for anything more perfect. Exceptional field conditions. It's really a fast pitch, right? And that's working to the benefit of Mexico. We saw Mexico age grade women earlier as well being quite dominant too. So things are certainly looking up for the Federation of Mexican Rugby. And Phaedra, the restarts have just been absolutely deadly for Mexico. They've found opportunities to just like darts on a dartboard, drop them exactly where they need to be. And Curaçao's got to shape up in terms of catching it in air.
They're showing a lot of maturity by continuing to exploit that. You know, some teams will have some success, and then like squirrel will go to something else, right? But it's working well for them, and as they continue to build on it, I'm sure it will continue to benefit them.
And a good pickup from Mexico, and a pretty short restart. They'll have possession. And a quick pickup right around the breakdown. Mexico maintains possession off to the short side. Coming cross field is the ball carrier Cole. Cole fighting for those extra meters. Plenty of space to the outside. Curaçao's got to shift over to get to the far corner. Ball carrier Sanchez drawing in several defenders. Carmona with a beautiful pass back to the inside. The switch is Sanchez. Does the honors to touch it down.
Oh, what a beautiful phase of play. And I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more. The support play and the offloads, the wherewithal to really pitch that ball up off of the ground. I mean, that is just exceptional. Exceptional play by Mexico.
And it started back again from fielding a restart very well, having great support. But I think truly what Mexico does very well is moves the ball very quickly, moves it cross field. There's a lot of unselfish play, setting up their teammates and making it very difficult for Curaçao to defend. They're not making as many mistakes, it's just Mexico performing at a high level.
You see him taking it in again here. Just beautiful line by Mexico.
Sanchez has certainly been a standout here. That'll be the free kick. If you're just joining, Curaçao's in the blue and white, Mexico in the green. Curaçao elects to kick. And they'll tap actually and move the ball. Dominant tackle, a lot of energy in that one. Coming in strong was Kevin Torres. Again, a lot of physicality from both sides. They're so quick to get to their feet. Curaçao maintains possession under immense pressure. A nice sidestep. Exceptional work for Curaçao. Finally, that shooting up defense didn't work to their advantage. Coming cross field. Little scoot play coming across. Sylvester Vercade. They're just not gaining much ground though. Look to be moving backwards and into the passing lane. Just missed that one. Really had an opportunity. Salatai Carbajal.
Yeah, he penetrated that passing line nicely, but I think he was already scoring a try before he caught the ball. But you see Mexico with a very effective type of defense where they've got a nice stable line. They're shooting one or two shooters up defensively so that they can actually recover if the defender does not make the tackle, and it's working quite well. at the time.
We saw some glimmers for Curacao to really read the field as well, too, to look up, see that defender, sort of gauge the line they're taking, a bit of evasion, and they actually would break through. Mexico, 34 points to 0. A battle on the ground. And it will be a scrum awarded to Mexico.
Mexico's fighting tooth and nail for every bit of possession.
As you said before, Phaedra, just so much urgency. There's tons of energy in what they do. It's like they're living for this defensive effort. Every coach's dream is one that wants to get up in the face, create a lot of pressure. Has support to the outside. Held onto it just a little bit too long. Ball went into touch. You gotta love Mexico always running in support. Curacao finally took a nice angle defensively, was able to make it very difficult for them to hit the target. A lot of changes coming in for both sides as we start to tick into the last few minutes of this contest. It's a long day of competition, making sure to rest sort of more of the impact scorers. In Mexico, we've had so many athletes here score on this team. They certainly like to find the end goal. A line out for Curacao. Ball drops over, scooped up by Mexico, and a great big bit of contact. Numbers to the outside if they can move it. A little show and go. Bounces off one tackle. And try awarded yet again for Mexico.
Yeah, that was Mateo Lopez with the physical bumper car scenario there.
Gotta love that he saw that he had a bit of space. That space closed up, and then he just elongated the space using the physical force. And you see some of the substitutions that have come in for Mexico have made an impact already as that conversion just shifts wide. And here's a look at the show and go as well. But first early on was the sort of high impact. And then the contest for the ball. There's the bump.
He had a great dummy on.
Yeah. Really gave that defense just a bit of a question mark on where to go.
5 players from Mexico have scored in this match. Torres with the hat trick. Pretty impressive, giving everyone a hand.
Curacao well taking that restart, bobbled it and then held on. Lots of physicality, 3 green jerseys to 1 blue. There should be some space running right into the contact, a full elevator 3rd floor level tackle.
But with control, Katie.
Absolutely.
With control to bring it down safely.
Yes, beautiful effort, technical excellence in the contact. Curacao moving the ball more. Again, a nice low tackle for Mexico. Drives forward to get a couple extra meters. Here's space to the outside if Curacao can use it. But extra effort there on Mexico to finish the tackle. And that's a nice slip pass getting through. Quick to get to the feet now. And it's stolen. Mexico off to the races, has space to the outside if they can get the pass off. I think he just made it, but Curacao shifting out. Has 1 to beat. Nice support line. And ever faithful there's phenomenal work. Mateo Lopez, he has really come on in this second half.
Yes, he has, but Mexico just showing a great stand. It's like the green wall in defense. Bend, don't break. And they were patient. They didn't create a penalty situation and literally took the opportunity to steal that ball in a ruck and transition from defense to attack seamlessly.
Yes, truly, they do a phenomenal job of getting to their feet right away. That back-in-game quotient, they're absolutely there. And that is the final whistle for the contest. Mexico absolutely putting on a clinic here. Just everything from the fend to the pass, support lines, wonderful, beautiful rugby. And Mexico, the clear victors, 46 points to 0 against Curacao. We're going to get set for another break here. Keep watching. I'm Katie for Phaedra Knight for the RAN Rugby Super 7 series for the age grade men's competition, and we'll be right back.